So you want to start gaining some muscle, be big like the bros, or just have a healthy set of guns on you? Then you'll want to incorporate these 4 tips and I guarantee you'll be gaining muscle in no time. Tip number 1 is incorporate hypertrophy training. Hypertrophy is a type of training that specifically targets muscle growth and size through various rep ranges. 8 to 12 or 15 reps was generally considered the perfect rep range for muscle growth for many years. Yet modern research shows that you can actually make gains with as little as 5 reps or as much as 30 reps. This isn't going to be a showy or flashy video, this is exactly what you need to start gaining muscle. Hypertrophy training is generally focused on progressive overload, which is the gradual increase of weight and resistance used in exercises over time. And the way this works in a very basic sense is that the increased stress on the muscle fibers cause small tears in the muscle tissue, which then leads to an adaptive response by the body to repair or grow those muscle fibers stronger and bigger. With on average a higher volume of reps and sets than compared to that of strength training, it increases the time under tension for the muscle fibers. This prolonged stress on the muscle fibers leads to an adaptive response and muscle growth. Additionally, hypertrophy training often includes a combination of compound and isolation exercises, which allows for targeting different muscle groups and ensures all muscle fibers are being stimulated and challenged. Overall, hypertrophy training is the most effective way to gain muscle because it causes an adaptive response in the body that leads to muscle growth and increased muscle size. But that doesn't mean anything if you don't implement the next tip. But before we get to that, if you're interested in having this in a written format and would like an example training program, I've linked a muscle gaining template in the description down below, so make sure to check that out. Now on to tip number 2, which is having a hypercaloric diet. The gains come when you're in a state of positive energy balance, also known as a calorie surplus, which means that you're consuming more calories than you're burning. A hypercaloric diet helps to achieve this calorie surplus by providing the body with an excess of energy that can be used for muscle growth. It also provides the body with the necessary macronutrients such as protein, carbohydrates, and healthy fats, which are essential to living a healthy life and just living in general. For those of you looking to gain a lot of muscle, try having about 1 gram of protein per pound of body mass each day, meaning that if you weigh 200 pounds, then you'll want to have about 200 grams of protein daily. For those of you looking to grow strong, be athletic, or just generally fit without a lot of bulk, then try around 0.6 to 0.8 times your body mass in grams of protein per day. On top of protein, carbohydrates are necessary as they provide energy for intense training sessions, and healthy fats are important for hormone production and overall health. It's important to note that a hypercaloric diet should be balanced, and try to include a variety of nutrient-dense foods to ensure adequate intake of essential vitamins and minerals. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to stick around to the end for a bonus tip, tip number 5, that is absolutely crucial for making these gains. And of course, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more content. Now on to the all-important tip number 3, which is sleep. I know, people have been bashing it into our heads just how important sleep is. So it may be redundant, but do you actually understand why it's so important for muscle growth? Here's why. HGH, human growth hormone, and testosterone are released during sleep. This allows the body to repair, recover from the stress of exercise and muscle damage that you've achieved through training, and grow your muscle tissue. In addition, during sleep, the body also replenishes glycogen stores, which are the muscle's primary energy source. This means that adequate sleep is necessary for muscles to have enough energy to perform intense exercises. Furthermore, lack of sleep can also lead to an increase in cortisol, a stress hormone that can lead to muscle breakdown. To sum it up, sleep plays a crucial role in muscle growth by allowing the body to repair and recover from exercise. Aim for about 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. Now on to tip number 4, supplements. This is a minor tip, especially when compared to number 5 coming up. Yet there can be some benefits, especially if you're having a hard time getting the appropriate amount of nutrition. But beware, there are only about 3 types of legal supplements that work and have been tested over a long period of time. These supplements include the following. Whey protein. This is a type of protein that is derived from milk. It is a complete protein, meaning that it contains all of the essential amino acids that the body needs to build and repair muscle tissue. When consumed, whey protein is quickly and easily digested, and it is rapidly absorbed into the bloodstream. This allows the body to use the amino acids from the protein for muscle growth and repair. My recommendation as a personal trainer is to use it during and right after your workout. But this of course is only one type of protein you can take. There's also pea, soy, hemp, rice, and so on. And another one that I always like to mention is casein protein. This is also a type of protein derived from milk similar to whey. However, unlike whey protein, casein is a slow digesting protein that provides a sustained release of amino acids into the bloodstream, making it a great option for those looking for a protein source that will keep them feeling full for a longer period of time. It's also a complete protein, meaning that it contains all of the essential amino acids that the body needs to repair muscle tissue, and it's commonly used before bed because of that constant stream of amino acids that you get throughout the night. Casein protein can also be used as a meal replacement due to its ability to suppress appetite and provide a sustained release of energy. It's also a good source of calcium, which is good for your bones. The next legal supplement that actually works is creatine. Creatine is a naturally occurring compound that is found in small amounts in certain foods, such as red meat and fish, and it can also be produced by the body. It plays an important role in energy production and muscle performance. When taken as a supplement, creatine can help to increase muscle strength, power, and size by increasing the availability of stored muscle creatine and phosphocreatine. These are energy stores that are used during intense, short duration activities such as weightlifting or sprinting. By increasing the availability of these energy stores, creatine can help to delay fatigue during intense exercise, which can lead to an increased number of reps and heavier weights being lifted. This increased stress on muscle fibers can lead to muscle growth, also known as hypertrophy. Additionally, creatine can help to increase the water content of muscle cells, which can lead to an increased volume and size, known as cellular swelling or volumization. And finally, our last supplement that actually works is caffeine. Caffeine can positively affect muscle growth by providing several benefits for physical performance and exercise. Some of the ways caffeine can positively affect muscle growth include increased energy and alertness, improved physical performance, increased fat burning. Yes, that's right, caffeine actually helps burn fat, and increased endurance. And that's it. That's all of the supplements that actually work, according to science. Keep in mind there may be other supplements that actually work, but they just don't have the research backing them at this point. But taking supplements, sleeping well, having the right nutrition, and hypertrophy training don't mean anything if you don't implement this final tip. This bonus tip, number 5, which is consistency. It may seem like a cop-out tip, but it's 100% true, and here's why. Consistency with all of the above tips is crucial for muscle growth because it allows the body to adapt and make progress over time. When all of these tips are followed consistently, they work together to create an environment that supports muscle growth and recovery. Consistency with a hypercaloric diet ensures the body has a steady supply of energy and nutrients to support muscle growth and repair. Consistency with hypertrophy training allows for progressive overload and increased stress on the muscle fibers, which leads to an adaptive response in muscle growth. Consistency with adequate sleep allows the body to repair and recover from exercise, release growth hormones, produce myosin, replenish glycogen stores, and reduce the effects of cortisol. Consistency with supplement intake ensures that the body has a steady supply of additional nutrients and compounds that support muscle growth and recovery. It's important to remember that building muscle is a gradual process that takes time. So be patient and persistent in following these tips. And if you'd like to connect with a community to help you stay accountable on your fitness journey, feel free to join our Discord linked below. And remember, if you'd like all of this written down plus an example hypertrophy training guide, I'll link that in the description as well. Subscribe and hit that notification bell if you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.